Brian, I have unfortunately had family members that have fallen victim to phishing attacks. There's a lot of new stuff happening, especially around AI. You at Adaptive Security are offering a solution. What do you got?
Just last year, 1 in 10 Americans, 10% of Americans had some sort of fraud or cybercrime that they were victim of. And just identity fraud alone accounted for over $27 billion in losses last year.
What are you doing at Adaptive? How are you helping this community?
We're launching a series of completely free new trainings that are built to educate older adults on this new technology. And often a lot of the existing courses, even if they're targeting, folks in the workforce today, are way too complicated and jump kind of straight to the finish line on explaining new technologies. So, our trainings first remove the stigma. We interview and talk to people who have been the victim of these crimes that are really intelligent people. So it really removes the shame from learning and reporting about it. And then number 2, we dig into the technology. But we do it in a way that can reach a broad audience to educate people on how new things like deepfakes and SMS and voice phishing work and what they need to be wary of.
Are there some sort of basic theories that you sort of offer up, like no matter what happens, do this kind of a thing?
Before you take any action, before you provide anything, I would take a step back and ask somebody else.
Ask somebody else. Start there.
Take a minute and do nothing. Oftentimes doing nothing is not going to result in a problem.
Most of these scams are built on urgency.
In a lot of cases, they're also willing to play a long game now too. That's probably one of the bigger things that's changed. For instance, we've seen a large spike recently in romance-related scams.
Yes.
They're spiking around Valentine's Day. And previously, scammers wanted to have a very quick hit. Now they're willing to engage for 6 to 9 months because they could have AI that's just, has touch points into tens of thousands of people, because they only need to convert a couple of those people in order for it to be very profitable for them.
They're always trying to build around whatever's happening at the time. So like Valentine's Day, during the holidays, during even like the Olympics and the Super Bowl, they'll create scams around the events that makes it sound legitimate.
If you say, well, let's get on a video chat with the person, they can even use new deepfake tools and things like that in order to get on a video chat and pretend to be even a celebrity person, right? So it's a really dangerous use of the new technology, and folks need to be aware of what's possible now and to know what's coming down the pipe.
And by the way, here's a tip that I also give to my family, that if I call or somebody else in the family calls and we need money or we need a password or anything like that, ask a personal question only they would know.
It's also great if you can come up with a keyword, a code word.
You can cut it off at its knees with the lowest tech you can possibly have, which is a code word.
I would be careful about, what you consider a question that only they would know, because nowadays, not only can I use some of the new tools to find a lot of information about you easily, but it can look on social media.
Brian, what is the name of this? How do people find it?
So really easy to access. You can just go to adaptivesecurity.com. There's a whole set of free training courses there. You can also reach it by just going to ui.adaptivesecurity.com if you want to get directly into the portal. And it's totally free. You don't have to sign up for anything. And we've got a whole set of courses for older adults, as well as things for school-age children to help protect children from next generation deepfake attacks, which unfortunately have also grown quite a bit in schools.
That is excellent. Well, I will definitely be sharing with my family as well. And if you want to share it with your family, go to this web address, adaptivesecurity.com. It's right there. Thank you so much, Brian.